that we every day, the only days that we didn't fly would be if it was a real bad weather. Now we had a lot of, on one flight we were in France, in Montreal, France. They got a call in for a volunteer. They wanted 4 airplanes, and one of the guys was a good friend of mine, and he was a main pilot in my squadron. I was in the 512th Squadron. He and 3 other guys, and they took off, and this was like in maybe November, end of November, so it was kind of bad weather. They took off, and so then we went down to the communications shack to listen, because they weren't allowed to do much talking on the radio, but enough so we could tell where they were at. And we heard one of the guys say after a while, "Oh, over there's a hole. Let's go down. We should almost be at our target." Well, that wasn't a hole in the clouds. It was a mountain. And all 4 of them. And then a mountain like that. And this guy that was this friend of mine, he was just up for sent back to the States for, what do they call that? You know, it's like a furlough to get rested.
Yeah, right,
Then he'd come back again. So I talked to his wife. We had reunions after the war, and I met his wife, and she used to ask me a lot of questions about that.
Boy, oh, jeez.
Yeah, a lot of the guys, we do, especially before we went over into France, the Major Locke would get the guys, and they'd go up, and this was routine flying. It was like follow the leader. Well, we had 2 guys, the name was Tilton and Harnagle. They got tired of this follow the leader stuff routine, so they broke away from the flight and went off on their own. And they flew head on into each other. Like the kids do today, you know, with cars. Well, I went along out to pick up what was left of. I don't think there was one piece of metal in either one of those airplanes that wasn't crumpled or bent up or something, just in pieces. And the bodies, I would just pick up scraps and put them in sacks.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, man.
But